Hello everyone. In this video we're going to be taking a look at an article from the New York Daily News. It was written by a Victoria, and I'm going to butcher this name. I had to look at it again because there's no way I can enunciate this properly here. If I do, it'll be a miracle. Bekimpus. Actually, that's probably pretty close. And it was published on December 5th. Longtime Trump associate Roger Stone says the president's lawyers are giving bad advice. Are giving him bad advice. Now, what's funny is, when it comes to Trump, his presidency, and what's going on, Roger Stone has been pretty damn accurate. It's created a situation where they're doing everything to try to make him sound like this whack job, like he's because he worked for Nixon, guilt by association. They're trying everything that they can to basically get rid of this thorn in their side known as Stone. Roger Stone, a political operative and longtime confidant of President Trump, said Monday night that the president's lawyers are not serving him well. And I totally agree with him, because they are instructing him, claiming that he can't do certain things that he can. It's ridiculous, because he can order the DOJ to investigate Hillary Clinton and Uranium One, and the lawyers are making it sound like he doesn't have the power because it could be looked at one way or the other against the presidency, and it could, be a possibility for Mueller to get further in, and that's not the case. I don't think the president is getting good legal advice, Stone told the Daily News in reference to special counsel Robert Mueller's Russia investigation. The flamboyant Beltway insider pointed to a tweet from Trump's account Saturday about disgraced National Security Advisor Michael Flynn, who on Friday copped to lying about his talks with Russia's ambassador to the U.S. Now, the thing is what he did itself, the talk, wasn't illegal. It was after we had the election, and he was representing the future administration of President Trump. It's the fact that he didn't tell the FBI about it and then lied. The same reason why he got fired by the Trump administration. That was the same exact reason. I had to fire General Flynn because he lied to the vice president and the FBI. He has pled guilty to those lies. It is a shame because his actions during the transition were lawful. There was nothing to hide. The real Donald Trump tweet said. And that's true. That tweet appeared to suggest Trump was aware when the White House dismissed Flynn on February 13th that the National Security Advisor had lied to the FBI. FBI Director James Comey was fired in May and testified to Congress that Trump asked him to go easy on Flynn. Well, no, what he said was, I love this little twisting here. No, what was actually said was not to go easy. Be fair with him. I didn't know being fair with someone was being easy on them. But I guess that's what that means in Newspeak today. On Sunday, Trump's lawyer, John Dowd, told ABC News that he was actually responsible for the sloppy post. That tweet was an error in my opinion, Stone said during a phone call. I now see that Mr. Dowd said the tweet came from him. That seems odd. His lawyers are giving him bad advice, he added. Yeah, they are. I mean, they're telling him to sit there and just kind of let Mueller do his fucking thing, and that's never a good thing. Okay? You need to come out. If someone's coming after you and attacking you, you gotta face them head on. You don't sit there and just let them pull the shit that they're pulling. Dowd and Trump's other lawyers, Ty Cobb. Every time I see that name, I get a little chuckle, because all I can picture is like Ty Cobb, the baseball player, okay, sitting there in a courtroom, in his uniform, holding a baseball bat, one of the old school mitts, That's what I see. And so his lawyers, Ty Cobb and Jake Sekulow, could not immediately be reached for comment on Stone's claims. Well, I don't think they want to be reached because Stone's calling them out, and I don't think they like that. The White House did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Mueller spokesman declined for comment. No one wants to comment. I wonder why. Trump is also under the erroneous impression that he can get out of trouble and doesn't understand the threat Mueller poses, Stone claimed. I love this wording. This is not what Stone would say, because this is implying that Trump's, got something that he could be in trouble for, and that he thinks he can get out of it. No, that's not, Stone would never say anything like that. But yet you imply it here with this. This is kind of sleazy. I think he needs more aggressive legal advisors. And I think he needs to realize the deep-seated anonymity for him and the political establishment, Stone said. It doesn't matter how well the stock market is doing. It doesn't matter how low the unemployment numbers are. If Trump political opponents can't get him out of office with Mueller, the Mueller probe, Stone claimed, they will try with the 25th Amendment, which enables the president's removal in the event of incapacitation. And he's right. He's been calling on this. He said, watch, Russia's going to fail. They're going to do this. And sure enough, you have them trying to impeach him on the 25th Amendment. You just had a half-wit in the House put it forward, and it was like 50 votes for, 50 some odd votes for, and the rest against. So, I mean, yeah, they're going to try that. This was the first attack with that, and it won't be the last. The one I just mentioned, I mean. Stone, who is now on trial for allegedly defaming a former Libertarian gubernatorial candidate, also slammed the suit as frivolous harassment. Which it pretty much is. If you actually look in the details of it, it's kind of like sour grapes, whiny little bitch going after Stone. It's kind of funny. And I mean, where I'm an actual libertarian, not a Libertarian Party pot-smoking one at legal millennial fuckwit who believes in globalism. What Stone said about him, it's actually pretty good and pretty damn accurate on a large extent. While Stone was not present in court on Monday, he could testify in Manhattan Supreme Court later this week. And I love how they end the article with Stone in the middle of a lawsuit, because they're trying to make Stone look incompetent here. Okay, they're trying to make him look dishonest. They're trying to make him look sleazy. So that way what he's saying here has no weight to it, or less weight to it, because they don't want people to actually be like paying attention to him, because what he's saying has been panning out, and that scares the establishment, that scares the left, that scares the globalists, that scares the deep state. It just scares a hell of a lot of people, because they know if people start paying attention to him, they're going to be like, oh, wait a minute, and these things are actually going to start happening that he's saying need to be done. And they don't want that. But, you can say what you will about Stone. You can think he's an asshole, a scumbag, whatever. If you have facts to back it, that's one thing. But the left, they never do. They try to portray him a certain way. And, they use the fact that he worked for Nixon as one of those factors. It's like, come on now. Tricky Dick is Tricky Dick. He was a young, up-and-comer back then. On the note of Stone. It's ridiculous. But I think I've covered this well enough, so I'm just going to leave things here. If you liked this video, depending on where you are watching it, please give it an upvote or thumbs up. If you want to know when new content of mine hits the internet, don't forget to subscribe to one or more of my social media or video accounts listed here. Also, with YouTube, don't forget to ring that bell. You can find all of my video content on both BitChute and YouTube. This may not be the case with other places I upload to, but I will try to minimize this happening. You are always welcome to interact with me at any of these sites on the list, so feel free to do so. If you have anything you want me to cover in a video when it comes to news or current events, send it right along to me. I will try to do my best to cover it. As always, thank you for watching.